Heyo, welcome to Storycraft Studio. Today we're doing the last of the Fashion Story speed paints. So back in my first video, I talked about with the yellow set they were magical girls who were meeting the enemy and getting their magical item to transform and fight with. My intention was to come back with pink and make their magical girl forms, but what I landed on for their uniforms was this design idea that I've had for a while, but it works best with white because the uniforms are white with colored accents, and we'll get to them in a bit. So that left me with black to figure out because that was going to go with it in this video, and I decided why not make them a pair, make it so it's 3 sets that have interlinking stories, which I thought would be super cool. And so this one is the dark magical girls that they fight, the bosses of the monsters and stuff. This particularly is Boss Sin. She had her childhood stolen. Some of you know what that means, and yeah, it's awful. So she's out to make others suffer, make others pay for what she went through, and turn the world into a nightmare by stealing the souls of innocent children who get to be innocent. But she runs into this preschool yard monitor who's this, what kind of job title even that? And she talks, and Boss Sin is just furious, but we're going to talk about how their battle goes in the next set. But so yeah, Boss Sin is in this rockin' outfit that decided the whole set of black because I just could not do this. I mean, look at it. It's so cool. And towards the end of drawing, I come in with my white Posca pen and do highlights on all the edges, and I forgot that I would do that sometimes, and it looks so cool. Not with everything, you definitely can't. Doing it with pastels is kind of silly. You can do it, but for me it seems silly. Definitely though, with dark colors and black especially, whew, it looks so amazing. I mean, look at that pop. I'm so happy with it. And I continue in it for the digital. And then it transfers over to the other 2 designs, which are Boss Sorrow and Boss Ignorance. Boss Sorrow comes from a wealthy family who sold her happiness in one way or another. I haven't decided and don't need to at this point, to gain wealth and power. It's not right. It's not something that should have been done, but it's what happened, and she always resented all the other kids her age who got to go out and be kids and have fun, and especially go to carnivals. She was never allowed to go to a carnival, and it looked like fun, but she was not allowed. So she always resented other children being able to do that, and so now that she's got this power, she's going to steal the souls of these joyful people at the carnival and take away all happiness. But she runs into this teenage girl on a big date at the carnival with her future boyfriend. They have not agreed to it yet, but they're both intending it. And she's not gonna let Boss Sorrow take away happiness. Not gonna happen. So the last boss is Boss Ignorance. She was born with this difference that everybody wanted to understand, so they started experiments and studies, and at some point people forgot she was a person, and they got cruel and unintentionally evil, and so she wants to steal all the curiosity to banish curiosity so no one ever has to suffer what she went through, which is a noble goal. She's just doing it wrong. So yeah, and that is the end of Black. Isn't she awesome? I just love how this came out, and I need to remember the highlights later on, and just I hope you enjoyed her. Let's go on to the white set. Ignore me drawing most of this out of frame. I don't know where my head was. Obviously not where I was drawing. So, as I mentioned before, this is a magical girl concept I've had for a while. What it is that they have a long dress style coat that is white, trimmed in color with jeweled buttons and little accents. And it's very simple. It's got this just simple pants, boots, blouse underneath with this really ornate bow around the neck, like a bow tie, and it's just got one of those ridiculous bows. But it's all very simple in concept, and easy to customize because you just pick a coat and your colors, and then you just go for it, and it's great. I want to be able to employ it soon, but onto this. So the whites are, of course, the magical girl forms. This is for the preschool yard monitor. The foil for Boss Sin. She's called the playground protector because I'm that creative, apparently. And she transforms with her magical staff into this, and she's gonna fight Boss Sin, who she quickly realizes when she finds out what's happened to her. She's like, I have run across this before. It's ugly and it's awful and it shouldn't happen, but I've encountered it before. And she kind of reaches past all of Sin's anger and gives her a moment of clarity and ability to calm down and finally step back and let go of what happened to her. And with the preschool protector's compassion and love, she's able to move past it and move on. The other two magical girls are the carnival champion. She does not connect with Boss Sorrow. Her boyfriend does, because he went through something similar with his family, but he said no. He did not let them give him up. So he's cut off mostly from his family, but he's happy. And the fact that someone could say no, that he's willing to help her figure that out and relate with her, allows Boss Sorrow to step back from her pain and start to heal. Boss Ignorance comes up against forget what she's called, but she's Professor something delightful or something, and she's so patient. I mean, to get where she is, she had to be patient, so she's really patient with Ignorance, and kind of just, she's seen this kind of rage and anger, usually directed at her or her friends, and she waits it out. She lets it burn out and just waits for Ignorance to just kind of break down and tell her what's wrong. And so she's able to reassure her and tell her, no, it's not okay what happened to her, but if she wants to make a change, she needs to not take away curiosity. She needs to be a champion of those who get abused by these actions, and help them move forward with their lives and find protection and peace. And with her guidance and help and her as an advocate, Boss Ignorance is able to do that. And so yeah, these girls save the day by being compassionate and loving and helping these women who are in pain move on from their pain and find closure. Because, I'm into that all positively, women helping women and people helping people. And so yeah, this is my magical girl, the playground protector, who saves the day through love and compassion, because we're corny like that over here. And I hope you like her. Mahalo for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more. I hope you want to see more. These have been my magical girls and their dark magical girls, and the happy ending not only to their story, but to this entire challenge. It's done. It's over. I'm done. I'm so done with it. But I actually had a really good time, and I hope you have enjoyed going on this journey with me. As ever, if you go over to Storycraft Studio on Instagram, you can see all the designs as well as write-ups to their stories, including these guys who are not all up on there, but they're pretty close, and you'll be able to see them soon. And I've had fun. I hope you've had fun, and I am going to do more fashion stories later in the future, but I'm taking a break, a very much deserved and needed break. And yeah, thank you for watching again, and I will see you again soon. Aloha!